All right, I want to move on to our last section here, which is love. There is no French word for dating. It simply doesn't exist. The nearest you'll get to the word is sortir ensemble, which means to go out. Technically speaking, the French don't date, they rendezvous. Okay, no dating, huh?
Not in the sense that we know it. So as Americans and British, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So talk a little bit about flirting in France. How does that really work? And it's different in other countries. So for example, this is me. I smile at everyone wherever I am, even cute men. Why not? So am I flirting with them if I smile at them in France?
Yes and no. And there's two things about smiling. Okay. If you smile too much at strangers, they can be suspicious of you. But if you make eye contact and smile, then you are flirting. So yes, it's all about the eye contact with the French.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you're looking at the man on the metro and you're smiling at him, he's going to be like, oh yeah, she likes me.
Okay. Is there anything wrong with that?
No, it's good. Um, this was a hard chapter for me to write because obviously I'm married and I have not dated French men. But so I have many French girlfriends. So I have to ask my French girlfriends, what do you think of this? And they would say one thing, and then I would ask my French male friends, okay, the girls are saying this, what do you think? No, they would, in that respect, we're all the same everywhere in America and Britain and France. But I would say that French people are really quite flirty on the whole. I went on a press trip and there was a French man called Georges. He was quite elderly and he was a gardener and he was lovely. And then when I got home, he sent me an email and at the end he put Je t'embrasse. And I was like, ooh, I think he likes me. But actually, that is just normal behavior for French men to say that, or French women. And it's for us, because it's a French word, je t'embrasse. It just sounds so romantic and seductive, but it's not meant to be. So their flirting
What does
is
that
kind
mean?
of,
Je t'embrasse.
I embrace you.
I
Yeah,
embrace
I
you. Correct.
embrace you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of flirty, but not flirty. It's friendly. It's not meant to, I fancy you and I'd like to go out with you. It's not meant to be like that. But for us as non-French, it does sound quite flirty. And I think it's all about the romance of the language. So they have a different flirtation. Also, I think French people are quite obvious when they're flirting with you. They don't hide it, you know, which we might do as Americans or Brits. French people make it very clear if they're interested in you. Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Um, so what's sort of have to assume depend upon some of your friends' answers that you've heard from this, but sort of like what is the dating process in France, and how
Um,
does that work?
it's quite straightforward, really. You make it obvious you're interested in someone, and one of you will suggest you go out, and then you go out. And when you go on a first date, I mean, in America, I think it's the same as it is for Britain. You make a big effort. You might get your hair done, you wear your best clothes or lots of makeup and make you look your best. For a French woman, that doesn't happen. She will not change her makeup from her day makeup. She will wear her ordinary clothes because it's all about not letting the French man or partner or the person she's interested in know that she's interested. So they downplay it, which I find quite different. I actually really like this. I've grown to really enjoy this idea. So it's about presenting yourself as you really are, not being something else, not being really made up and making a big effort. It's this is what I am, this is who I am. If you like me, we carry on. If you don't, we don't. And I think that's quite honest, actually. I like that.
Yeah, that is very honest.
If you go out on a couple of, yeah, if you go out on a couple of dates and it leads to, closeness, French people also take it for granted that after a couple of months, you are exclusive. There is no talk about whether you don't have to say we are in an exclusive relationship. It doesn't even occur to them to discuss it. If you're
Mhm.
together and you have a close relationship, That's exclusive. End of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is also a little bit different from other countries. Yeah.